Okay, it's 4 p.m. in Kuwait, 6:30 in India. So let's start our webinar. Assalamu alaikum, good evening, and good afternoon from whichever part of the world you are calling. Welcome to the exclusive eighth global webinar on BCSP certifications. Myself, Ashok Garlapati, and my colleague ambassador, Mr. Bala Shivasrikant, and another Mr. Yunus also will be joining today with me for this 1 hour webinar. How we are going to do is we are going to have a brief presentation by the on the BCSP certifications. Then we will open it for the question and answer session. And this particular webinar is being recorded for the purpose of the people who are unable to join. We have 445 registrations. I can see about 80 people have joined today. And for others, we are just recording and it will be shared in the YouTube or other channels. So again, I'm just informing you that this particular webinar is a fully complimentary webinar by BCSP, and myself, Mr. Bala, and other Yunus also voluntarily presenting this today just to support our profession and our professionals. So do not think that it is a paid webinar. If at all you have paid to attend this webinar, please mention in the chat box that anybody has charged for you. We do not want any charges for this particular webinar, which is a fully complimentary webinar by BCSP. And myself and Mr. Bal are the BCSP volunteers who are supporting our profession from quite some time. So this is an exclusive global webinar. As I was telling, I have seen about 445 plus registrations from different countries. Today they are attending, and welcome everybody. This is going to be a 1 hour webinar with the presentation on the BCSP certifications as well as on the question and answers as well as experience sharing. As you can see, myself is, of course, I already introduced I'm Ashok Garlapati, and my colleagues, Mr. Bala Shivasrikant, is also one of the BCSP ambassador, and Mr. Yunus also, he works in KOC, and he kindly agreed to be delivering or sharing his experience because he passed his CSP recently, again, the first attempt. As you all know that we'll be starting all our presentations and the webinars with the HSC movement. I would like to share one HSC movement which is really interested to very much interested or motivating. At least I got motivated, but through this particular comfort and versus growth zone. We always think that we are good 9 to 5 job or 7 to 3 job and getting salaries and getting work done. Everything is going on well. We go to office, we come back from the work, take rest and go back to office. So it's everything cool. That's the comfort zone. So we feel safe and in control. And again, because of the new technologies are coming, new challenges are coming, processes are changing. So sometimes we lose our confidence. We also say some excuses, be affected by others' opinions. So that's called the fear zone. And that makes you to enter into the learning zone where you try to deal with the challenges and problems. You acquire the new skills. Like you already joined this particular webinar means you are interested to acquire the new skills, and you are just extending your comfort zone to the learning zone. And as you see on the yellow side, that's a growth zone. You find the purpose, you live on the dreams. I want to go up in the ladder, I want to achieve more certifications, I want to stand apart from the crowd. That's the growth zone. You set the new goals, you conquer objectives. Many people set the new goals on the new year resolutions, but how many of them achieves, I do not know. But we need to work for our dreams. So that's a growth zone. You keep the setting the new goals, and so that's what I always encourage you to be in the growth zone. So there are ways you can move towards a growth zone. There is a very interesting article on the better business, better life on this particular concept which I shared you. It's on the LinkedIn. You can always go and check what are those 5 steps and be part of the, I mean, embrace those 5 steps so that you can go into the growth zone, continue to be there. So, yeah, just to brief introduction about our conventional process of becoming a HSC professionals, at least in our part of the world, we always want to do the academic courses or sometimes once you complete your regular courses, you go for the part-time or correspondence diploma courses, short-term training courses, sometimes work experience also. So this is the way you become from electrical or mechanical or civil or instrumentation or environmental. Slowly you become a HSC professionals through this process. That's we call it as a conventional process. And there is a new process, or we call it as an advanced process through the certifications. So you have all those things on the left side, but if you want to enhance your skills, you want to expand your profession, you can also do the certifications. Again, the certifications depends on so many things: your work experience, where you want to go, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, and those are the areas you need to see. As you see, many people also always they use certificate and certifications just like that, but there's a lot of difference between the certification and certificate. First, let me explain what exactly is the certificate, which is on the right side, which is, I'm sure every one of you already got it, results from the educational process. That means from academic programs. You have done your bachelor's degree or your master's degree. That's the certificate program, and it is valid for full lifetime. Okay, and it is awarded by the academic institutions or the colleges or the universities, and it indicates a completion of the course, but it does not indicate whether you are an expert or you are having a competency in that process. But you always put in your resume or CV, it is the end results. Individual may or may not uh, it is always a individual may or may not need to demonstrate knowledge of course content at the end of the set period of time. So this is a certificate. In one sentence, it is valid for your lifetime. Okay, whereas the certification on the left side, you see results from the assessment process. Assessment is your work experience and your academic experience, academic programs, and it requires some amount of professional experience. That's what I was talking. It is awarded by the third party. It also indicates the competency that some third party agency has really proved your master competency in that particular topic. It results in a designation to use after others names, like if you see my name, there is a CSP and all those things that comes from the certification. It is ongoing requirements. So Mr. Bala Shivasrikanth is going to share the recertification requirements afterwards. This is the certification. That means it is not valid for your lifetime like certificate. So you have to improve your recertification requirements for the certification which you are choosing it. So this is the main difference between the certificate and certification, and why we need to go for it. uh, because in olden days in India, once you complete your engineering, you are into the job. That is your lifetime until retirement. You are an engineer, whether you improve your skills or no. But nowadays it is not that. So we need to improve your skills, because we are no more in a one particular country. We are working one more particular place. We are working. We are just growing and going around the world wherever opportunities are there. You see, this is a GDP from the International Monetary Fund, real GDP growth. You can see there are few countries which are in the green and dark green areas, really improving their GDP. These are the places where many manufacturing industries are coming, many technocrats are required, many HSC professionals are required. when you move from one country to another country, they will have their own expectations of the competency. There is a global organization. If you are approved by that particular organization, that will be spread across the world, that will be recognized across the world. That is the purpose of your certifications. You even though you have your engineering degrees and other things, but you need to improve your skills. That's more important of this today's session. And for many years, myself and Bola have been, advocating this particular concept, and we have supported so many mentors and so many professionals have attained their CSP certifications. And why this certification is important, again, I was telling, but this is mentioned in this particular slide. It demonstrates your competency, advances your safety professionalism. It is also having a competitive advantage. Credibility, it demonstrates your credibility, it sets the standards. Again, the mobility, which I was showing the real GDP map, the mobility, and you have been, you'll have a more opportunities. And nowadays, in the contract documents, these particular qualifications also being mentioned that your engineer should have. These are the academic, these are the certifications. Even in our company, we have such requirements also. And this is one of the basic, reasons to become certified. So many of the people, this is a lightning poll survey has been conducted in one of the ASSP PDC. About 32% of the people says, I want to improve my opportunities. I want to improve or advance my increased competitiveness compared to my peers. And the next one is about 26% is looking for the job, potential for increase in the salary. So these are the objectives of the professionals who have undergone this particular survey. I'm sure you're also having in the same category. You want to improve your skills, you want to get more good jobs, you want to increase your salary. So all those things. And there was a salary survey conducted in 2023 with the BCSP and National Safety Council of US, and the median salary was 105,000, whereas people who are already having a certifications, they are getting about 20 to 30% of the salary extra because of these certifications. So it is always good to have a certifications to improve your skills, to improve, to stand apart from the crowd. So that's one thing I want to tell here. Somebody is scratching on the board, but I don't know who is that. So please try to avoid that. Okay, the need of the hour is there is a need to gear up with and to have a global competencies in the field of HSC profession. Again, I told you the importance of the certifications. I told you the why it is required. But most of the time, what happens is why this certifications is required. What are the certifications to choose? So we always go to the Google or Chat GPT nowadays. So if you put in the Google, you will say you will get millions of results in 1 minute, so many results. You will get it, 4 million results. You got it in this particular certification program in health, safety, environment field. So what I want to tell you is that there are so many programs are available, but choosing the right program is very important. And but again, it also creates a confusion. So how to choose the certification programs? There is a accreditation bodies are there, like our ISO standards. There is accreditation bodies. They approve they do the audit and as well as give a accreditation to these certification bodies. First thing is you need to ensure the accreditation, the certification body which you are trying should be part of the approved by these systems, National Commission for Certifying Agencies. There is another standard called American National Standards Institute, General Requirements for Bodies Operating Certification Systems of Personnel. Okay, so this is the one of the requirement, and I just want to take you to the professional body which we have got these two accreditations. Let's go into that. That's about the BCSP. The BCSP is a Board of Certified Safety Professionals. Its vision is we inspire and develop leaders in the safety, health, and environmental practice. globally accredited certification, enhancing career, advancing the professional, protecting people. The vision is a safer world through safety, health, and environmental leadership. The core values are BCSP: be respectful, create positive culture, serve as leaders, and protect others. So that's the BCSP's core value, and it has got a good history of excellence, exceptional standards of governance. It has got a very well integrity in examination process. Again, the global recognition very much, and we have about 132 plus countries. Our BCSP credential holders are there. It sets the highest standards of accreditation. There are so many certification been people have achieved 65,000 plus. Yesterday night I was reading that, so I mean 65,000 plus. I'm going to share that also. So again, I already mentioned about the certification and certificate so I do not want to further go into the more details. Yeah, it is not a license to practice. It is not a permanent. It is not a membership. It is not at all a certificate of completion, I was telling you, and which you already discussed on the certification and certificate differences. Mainly, again, the certification has to be is a one which has got a limited duration of its eligibility. You need to do the recertification. The certificate has a lifelong, lifelong validity. We already discussed on this why certification is important. It demonstrates your competency, professionalism. It has got a competitive advantage. It has credibility is good. It also sets the standards and the pay and mobility. And as I was telling that there are two organizations which are giving the accrediting the certification bodies, and there are 17 certification programs in health, safety, environment field, which are approved by the ANAB, which is a ANSI National Accreditation Board. Out of the 17, 8 belongs to BCSP, CSP, SCMP, SMP, ASP, OHST, CHST, STS, STSA, and CIT. And other nine are the one. These are the things: CIH, CDGP, CHMM, CHMP, CRMP, CSD, and MSP. And these are the BCSP certifications. Let's spend 1 minute here. CSP is a certified safety professional. ASP is an intermittent designation, associate safety professional. SMP is a safety management professional, occupational hygiene and safety technician, construction health and safety technician, safety trained supervisor. The OHST onwards, it is something like a NEBOSH, we can say. And the last one is a CIT, certified instructional trainer, which is mainly good for the people who are really into the training field in the safety, health, and environment profession. And all these certifications are really categorized into 4 types of certifications: industry expert, middle management, technician, and supervisory, instructional, which is a CIT. And industry expert certifications of the CSP, we are going to go through the CSP certification eligibility requirements. There is another certification by experience. It is called the safety management professionals. There's a lot difference between these two. CSP requires academic program with experience, whereas SMP requires only the experience, even without academic bachelor degree. There is a middle management intermittent certification, which is ASP, and which is associate safety professionals who have proven knowledge of HSC fundamentals. ASP meets the credential requirement for the CSP, and with the help of so many international professionals like me and Bala, BCSP has really introduced several international programs which are equivalent to ASP. And technician and supervisory certifications like NEBOSH, OHST, CHST, STS, and STSC. And again, the last one is a CIT, Certified Instructional Trainer, which basically talks about the adult training, how to prepare for the training, and how to deliver the training, how to get the feedback. All those things are there. This is very, very good for the professionals who are into the training field. These are the intermittent designations called the graduate safety professional and the transitional safety professional. Basically, these are available for the people who are meeting the BCSP's qualified academic programs. Mainly, these are the QAPs are the programs which are academic programs which are in US within US, and the qualified equivalent programs are the one which are in the outside US QEP. Under QEP, we were instrumental in getting approved the several Indian academic programs, and if anybody is interested, they can reach out to us, so we can always help and guide in that process. In the recently, we are now supporting the one Salem Institute called the Knowledge Institute of Technology. They are giving the Master of Technology in Safety, so they are in the pipeline. So soon they will be getting approved. And as I was telling that there are so many certification designations are available around the world. As you can see, during the September 2025, there was 61,585. By February 2026, it rose to 65,557 total credential holders. And by today, it is 66,649 credential holders. In that maximum increase, I can say in the CSP, during February, total CSPs around the globe was 25,376. And as of today, it is 29,288. So there's a lot of increase, and a lot of people are showing the interest because it is delivering the value, it is giving a lot of recognition to the safety professionals. So this is a safety culture diagram, we call it. Basically, CSPs and these things, the strategic planning area, and CIT is the instructional trainer area, and CHST, OHST, and other things are the safety technician, safety culture area, and TSP, GSP, and ASP are the safety practitioner or the middle management, which will be going into the strategic management, strategic planning area. So like CSP and SMP. So there is a BCSP Foundation also. It is established in 2018, basically giving back. So this is one of the foundation which inspired us to start a J&A Bharat HSC Foundation in India, which Mr. Bala also supporting that. Mr. Jitu Patel in US and myself, we started this foundation in India called the J&A Bharat HSC Foundation in 2022. It is going on the concept of thinking globally and acting locally, on the same concept of the BCSP Foundation. And we give the student scholarships and the QAP program accreditation. So many things are being done in the BCSP Foundation. And there is a business solutions also available. That means they recognize the companies who are supporting these credentials. They call it as a champions. If any company is having 5 or more credential holders, they give the certification champion. In fact, in KOC, if there are so many BCSP credential holders, it is easy for us to get a KOC under this champions program. So that's one of the thing. And exam core is the one which is basically a BCSP program or support program where you can get all the examination details, workshops, and other things under the examcore.org. It is basically a paid program, and there's a math core. People who are always scared about the maths. So during my presidency year, we launched this particular program, a math core program, basically for the people who are having a weak in the mathematics. So they have 150 practice questions, which really comes into our BCSP examinations. So there's an on-site examination also available in the. If you have more people, they will come and deliver this examination. Mostly it happens in US, but internationally we have ASSP chapters. There are so many individuals who are doing the workshops. So there are so many individuals who are doing the online workshops nowadays. There are so much of development happened in the examination or work preparation delivery also. There's a recertification pro also, because as I was telling that there is a recertification process, correct? So how to get recertified? There are so many 10 categories are there, and those 10 categories will be briefed by our good friend Mr. Bala. And yes. Yeah, this is update from the recent networking meeting at Abu Dhabi, Dubai. So a lot of CSP holders are very high in the region, particularly in the IMEA region, which is India, Middle East, and Africa region. There's a huge growth in this region. So there's a lot of improvement in this region. These are the qualified equivalent programs. Basically, we have it is available in the BCSP website also, and there are so many international academic programs are listed. What does it mean? If you do the academic program from this particular institutes, you can get the waiver for the ASP, and you will get the TSP, which is Transitional Safety Practitioner. With that, you can write the CSP exam directly. That's one of the important thing. So I would like to invite Mr. Bala, who will talk about the certification management and relevant resources, for the benefit of you all. Go ahead, Bala.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are attending from this for this webinar. Thank you, Ashok sir, for detailing the various certifications of BCSP and also the history of BCSP. And you beautifully explained about the differentiation between certificate and certification. So, my dear attendees of this webinar, if there is an announcement, if there is a background, I will mute myself because I am delivering this webinar from airport. So, sorry for that. And also let me express thanks to Ashok sir for delivering a wonderful webinar, not only as a BCSP ambassador, but the services that he's putting for the professional development of various generations. Last year also he did a BCSP president and did an extraordinary and exemplary job. Thank you, Ashok sir. Well, coming to the recertification requirements, as you all understand now, what is the difference between a certificate and certification? Like Ashokji said, I am also CSP, and he's also started fellow of IOSH. I am also chartered fellow of IOSH, and I am also certified CCPSC also. So all these certifications require a kind of professional development in a given cycle time. For example, if you ask CSP, so we have a certified safety professional, we have a 5 years certification cycle is there. So I'm going to tell you about all those things. So the BCSP predominantly or mainly say there are 10 categories of recertification. So as Ashokji said that in previous slides, how many certifications we have? Almost 8 certifications, right? Out of 8 certifications, CSP, ASP, SMS are the new form. That is we need to have a 25 points in 5 years time. The remaining also like 20 points for 20 points, and then CIT has some other points also. I'm going to detail about that. See, 25 points in every 5 years we have to demonstrate certified safety professional, associate safety professional, and safety management specialist. 20 points in every 5 years, OHST, CHST, and CIT. So CIT also have a different perspective because it's a trainer, is a certified institutional trainer, so he has to provide some training requirements for that. So then the STS and STSC, they're supposed to attend or teach 30 hours during the 5 year cycle, like safety and health courses, presentation, toolbox talks, and or achieve during the cycle. They can also achieve CSP, ASP, means further professional development by the STS and STSC to achieve the main course certifications. That is also equally acceptable for recertification of those two designations or those certifications. So gentlemen, the professionals who are attending this webinar, ladies and gentlemen, achieving the certification is absolutely rigorous job, but maintaining the certification is also very much rigorous job. Myself have achieved this CSP in 2008, and I believe Ashokji also achieved 2007, yes. 2008. So all those years, and also in the future also, he has shown a beautiful slide, very first slide, how a person has to be very comfortable. He has to push himself to the challenging zone. So these 5 years, meeting 25 points is not so easy. We have to keep ourselves polishing our skills, competency development, and updating our various things in the time to time. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So what are the resources for, okay, so then before going back to that, so I would like to say that in these recertification, one important element BCSP has introduced, that ethics. So the way we are performing our job, the way we are discharging our professional responsibilities, we also have to have a kind of ethics responsibility towards BCSP. All those certification holders, all those 8 certification holders, plus 2 temporary like GSP, TSP in the transition phase, they have to abide by a code of ethics which are stipulated with BCSP. More than that, each of those certification holders, they have to achieve 0.5 points in the recertification period. For example, Mr. Bala has a CSP. See, if I want to maintain a 5 years recertification cycle, I have 25 points. In these 25 points, point 5 points, I need to achieve ethics courses, which clearly demonstrates Mr. Bala is updating or uplifting the professional skills with respect to the ethics standard. Likewise, like chartered fellow IOSH, like I'm a chartered fellow, Mr. Ashok is also a chartered fellow. Every year we have to achieve the ethics particulars, ethics requirements by the IOSH body. So having said that, we all wish you to achieve the certifications with your own plan, but once you achieve the certification, don't relax. Again, to start, update your skills. There are a lot of 5, 10 categories all this. Each of the categories like taking the membership from the professional organization, service to BCSP, write the papers, presentations, and attending the courses, and doing some other certification courses. The CSPs can do a CAH. CSP can do chartered member of IOSH. Somebody is putting a question on the chat box also. So we'll address those questions. So these recertification requirements are very much important. Please make sure and make note of that. And the recertification guide is very much available in the BCSP website. If you guys want any exclusive webinar, how to maintain recertifications, we'll be glad to provide that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Bala. Thanks for attending from the airport. That shows your commitment to support our professionals. Appreciate your time and as well as safe travels. Thank you very much. Okay, these are the resources for HSC professionals. Again, first, knowing your strengths and weaknesses. Whoever is attending this particular webinar full time, they will get the self-assessment code, which is worth $100+ from BCSP on free of cost. It has got a validity of 3 months, I think. So within a week's time, you will get that. Through that, you can find out where exactly you are standing with respect to the examination or with respect to the certification which you are choosing it. And having examination preparation and study plan, examination blueprint, CSP 11 is going on now. So you need to really know what exactly your strengths and weaknesses. Go through the examination blueprint, and there is online self-assessments also available, which you will be getting free one time. And developing a test taking strategy, understanding how to use the on-screen calculator. To explain all these things, a person who has undergone, as Bala said, we finished in 2007-8, and there are a lot of changes after that. Okay, and now recently one of our colleague, Mr. Yunus, has got his CSP certification, and he is going to sharing his experience and the tips for the success and how I passed my CSP on my first attempt. Go ahead, Yunus. Please share your screen. Yeah. Go ahead.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ashok sir, for giving this opportunity. I hope I share my experience in the last, I think you
Yes.
conducted a session 3
Right.
months before, I assume, in February.
Yeah.
So moving ahead, I just wanted to share my experience. Why? Because earlier it was CSP 10. It has changed to CSP 11. There are so many doubts, so many myths, and so many confusion among aspirants how to prepare ourselves. What should we do? What strategy shall we follow? Shall we need mentors? Shall we need any what resources we need? So we have abundant resources as of now with regards to preparation material, but choosing the right one is very much essential as of now. Why? Because when you take so much resources, when you acquire so much of resources with you, then you will be in a confused stage. Which one is the right one? Which is not? Which one we should? Which should omit? Which is not required? When you see in the intranet, there are so many materials which belongs to, I think, 2008, 10, 15, which is not there in the blueprint. Still we are preparing that, we are using those questions without knowing that they are not in the blueprint. So I will get you through some myths and facts. First of all, myths which I used to believe before starting my preparations, and which I came to know that what are the facts actually which are relevant. So first one is when you first myth is you need 20 years of experience. You need a lot of experience to appear for a CSP or ASP. That was my perception actually. Then when I started preparing, I came to know that this is just a requirement. When you have clearly mentioned in the BCSP that you need only 4 years of experience to write CSP and 1 year for ASP, and some criteria for how much knowledge you should possess before appearing. So, and also there is a myth that CSP is a calculation heavy, as Ashok sir told. Most of the aspirants fear about the calculations. The fact is that in exam, I cannot see more than 10, 12 questions from the max. And those questions are also nothing like not you cannot able to solve it. I can say 4 or 5 or easily on you can do it even with the basic concepts. And also 5, 6 questions you just need to remember some concepts and also some how to substitute those formulas and how to, and then it's easy. 10 12 questions are, I assume, these are the easiest one compared to other, where you don't need to think about much. You just have to remember the formulas and you have to implement that. And also uh, passing in the first attempt, this is one of the myth which I used to believe that you need 2 3 attempts to pass the exam, which is not true actually. I did it by my first attempt. And to be honest, I done with myself. I didn't gone through any yani I can say the trainers and all. I did it by myself. All you need is mentors like Ashok sir, Bala sir, who has already providing you a self assessment of free of cost, which I utilized thanks to Ashok sir. I did it in the last before when I attended. I got this assessment which is of $100 free of cost, and you can assess yourself by doing your first exam. Remember, when you do your first exam, when you do your this self assessment at the first time, this is what you are actually where are you at. It will measure your current state. Suppose you are doing this self assessment for the first time and you got around 60% or 65%, go through each domain, how much you got in each domain. That is where you are at actually, because this question framing, question pattern, everything somehow resembles with the actual CSP exam. So you can, no need to score 90%, 100%, 80% in pocket, sorry, in the preparation, what I can say, applications, any application you are following or any app you are following. So you can, by 70, 80% on the ballpark, you can, if you are getting, you are good to go. This is my personal experience. So this is a three-phase preparation plan for which I followed. It differs to each person to person, and I'm not telling that it should be followed by everyone. It is mine, so I just wanted to share that preparation plan. So what I followed was phase one, the foundation domains, which I took around 100 hours. In this, I started from the training domain. Why? Because we usually what we do, we overlook the training domain. And when you see the past failing candidates who failed, that what I analyzed, most of the people are failing in the getting less marks in training, surprisingly. And in the preparation, we overlook this domain. So I started from the training, which you can see the topics if you can able to see the screen. So need
Yes.
assessments, ADDIE model, adult learning principles, which visual, auditory, reading, and kinesthetics, and continuous improvement. These are the some of the topics, important topics which I have gone through. And second is I gone through the environment domain, which has some topics like GHS classification, SDS requirement. And in exam, you will get such questions that which ask you to, specifically with the one section of SDS, where you need to know the specific section, what it is asking. So some topics you need to memorize, some topics you need to clear your concept. You have to, there should be a bag of mix. I cannot say no, but thankfully nowadays CSP is asking based upon the concept. They are not going more on memorization. They are going more on concept. If you are clear with the concept, you are good to go. but still there are some topics you need to memorize. I will get you through that as well. So 100 hours you can fix to these domains: training, environment, emergency management, as well as risk management. See, these are the where I spent my 100 hours. And the second is the core domains, which I can say the 50%. 50%, yani, it is almost, it are covering half of your exam, because these are the 50% of the blueprint which covers. So in this, advanced safety principles, and the second is program management. But this is for CSP I'm talking about. So sorry. So in this, there are the concepts like prevention through design and process safety. And nowadays, CSP is more focusing on the process safety. There are some questions like 15 questions, 10, 15 questions, which are easily coming from the process safety, and some common fleet safety, facility life safety, and in program management as well. When you see, there are concepts like gap analysis, incident investigations, safety system. These are the important topics, I can say. FTA, fault tree analysis, FMEA, safety case, and also RASI. RASI is also, they are having some questions on it. So these are the median, and confidence intervals. So I focus around 150 hours on this core domain. Why? Because these are the domains which will get you most of your marks. And the third is the phase three, which is the domain six. This is one of the dry subject, I can say, in the whole blueprint. Personally, it is my personal experience. Occupational health and science, which is, though it covers 10% of your blueprint, but it will take your more time for the preparation. And also don't try to overlook this. Why? Because most of the people think that, okay, we need only 60 plus percent to pass, then we may skip this subject or this domain, maybe we will pass. No, because this is, you don't know what kind of questions will come. So you need to be familiar with each and every topic of your blueprint. You should not skip any topic. So in occupational also, health and science also, dedicate your most of the time. And I suggest to take this as the last, because in practice exams also, most of the time I used to get score less in this domain specifically, compared to others. So this is the third phase of my preparation, which I spent it around 100. And the next is domain specific pro tips. I'm just going through the specific topics on each domain where you have to invest. Uh, Safety principles, as I told, you need to know the sections, NFPA, fall protection, LOTO, and in program management, as I told, fault tree analysis, FMEA. What are the keywords? You have to well aware about that. And each domain you have, I have split it into the percentages, how many questions, or how much topics it will cover in the exam. So the next is topics to remember. See, when you are preparing for the exam, as I told you, there are some topics you should remember. Those topics, in those, like this one, as I told, work, which comes in the training, like visual, auditory, right, kinesthetics, and also some topics like color code for sprinklers in the firefighting. You have to know the color and how much temperature rating it is, and you have to remember with these colors. Why? Because the questions will come in this way, that it will test your memorization as well. And some topics like ICS command, where incident command system, you have to know what are the command roles, what are the who are the under the incident commander, who are with the incident commander, like operational planning, logistic, finance. In this, especially in this domain, you will easily get a few questions. And also regarding the fire extinguisher color codes, you have to know which is right one, which is suitable one, which is not suitable one, with specific color, and what are the applicable uses of it. So this is one. And also you have to know the NFPA diamond, which I told you, the color, and then what are the categories of it, and also hazardous material codes, which are the classes. You have 9 classes. You have to know with the pictorial representation, how what is the symbol of it, which color it has. You have to clearly identify with the color. So maybe you will get easier than this, but you have to be thorough with the with your 100%. And the second, the topics next, I can say this, as I told you, SDS 16 sections. And this is one of the most important thing. And this is it, and which nowadays questions are coming in this hierarchy where we used to think we what we know was like elimination, substitution, engineering, administrative, and PP was what we are aware about. But this is the new one which they added. This is the warning one. Warning is the sign which we have to, when you are going through questions, you have to remember the questions and you have to analyze the questions in this hierarchy. Keep remember the warning has been added as a additional from the before the administrative controls. So the last is this topics like fire hydrant. You have to know about the color of fire hydrants, and which color and what are the capacity. You have to know that by the colors. Okay. And also about the flammable and combustibles. You know the what are the classes, class 2, class 3, class 3B, what is the class 1B, 1A. So you have to know the difference between the flashpoints. So you should remember these things, these topics. And the practice tools, which I can say what I use. And first one in this is Pocket Prep, which I invested my time, more of the time in it. And the second one is a BCSP self-assessment. I did it multiple times until I am reaching at the 90% in the BCSP self-assessment. And Bowen free app, you can get it daily 10 questions in that. It is good for drilling yourself. And Quizlet, which I use for the flashcards. You know, this flashcards, though this is a digital one, I prepared flashcard on by myself. I used to get it this each topic which I'm not getting familiar with or not able to remember. I used to use the flashcards for the topics. It contributed much, I can say, and I also suggest you the same way. And as you know, David Yates, which is the one of the first priority for any CSP or ASP aspirants. David Yates will give you around most of your questions from the on the exam, but these are the applications which you help to enhance that, because David Yates in Pocket Prep you will get most of the questions from the David Yates only. You will not get you anything others. But don't assume that these questions will be in the exam. In the exam, the scenario will be different. These are only to make you prepare yourself, to train you or prepare you or make you well prepared for the exam. But don't expect the questions will be there on the exam. As I told you, these are the tools. And for example, I can share you my one of the mock exam which I have done in the initial stages. So this is how it shows mock exam results, where advanced safety principles, which I got 72%, which shows you need to work on more. Consider like you have to get at least 75% in each domain. 75% in each domain on average, you have to get it. Maybe whichever you are getting low score, you can focus on those subjects. If you are getting 90 in one subject, one domain, no need to focus much on that. Focus on one which you are getting the score low. Okay. So exam logistics, before going for the exam, what are the things you should be carrying with? And you should know the scores like CSP 110 as ASP 114. And you know there is no penalty for the questions. You can guess, but while going for the exam, I suggest you who are going for the near future. So better to go with Pearson VUE and check the dates, as nowadays the dates are not available. Since few of my friends also told that they are not able to find the dates. So I suggest you to be in advance while booking for the exam and check for the best date. And you can book the date and you can change also. There is not an issue. So better to book a date. And then if you are I suggest to write it without changing, because the one you are thinking so much about writing means it will get delayed itself. So this is the thing, and the key takeaways for the last this is last slide. So key takeaways is like CSP is not about memorization. One thing you have to judge while you get any questions from the safety management or anything. So you have to judge based upon not a textbook recall. You have to, if you have understood the concept, you will think, in the system wide, not a like suppose you are not, you should not think about the immediate causes. You should think about the root causes. What are the system deficiencies are there? So in that way, and as I told, core domains are domain 1 and domain 2. You have to focus more on that, and right tools, consistent efforts are the most, I can say, the you should stick with, because it doesn't mean how much experience you have, how much knowledge you have. If you are keeping the consistent efforts, like as I told, daily you have to invest at least 2 to 3 hours. For I took a time of 4 months, I assume. I took almost 4 months. That's it. I used to invest 2 to 3 hours in my yani, after the work, and during the work, if I get the time, I used to invest 1 or 2 hours there. So remember one thing, you never know your exact score after passing the CSP ASP exam. Why? Because if you are failing the exam, you will get the score. But if you are passing the exam, you doesn't get the score. So you pass by 1 mark or you pass by 50 marks, it doesn't mean if you are pass means pass. Focus on clearing the exam, not chasing the perfection. Okay, that's it from my side. If you have any doubts, you can reach me out. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Yunus Bhai. It's very appreciated.
Thank you, Yunus. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you, Yunus, for sharing. I see a lot of good inputs or suggestions from your experience. People can really catch, and of course, you'll get a lot of questions in the chat box also. So again, as Mr. Yusuf said, key to success is preparing for the exam. Knowing your strengths and weaknesses, having an examination preparation plan, developing a test taking strategy, study plan. There are a lot of group studies are going on, a lot of free workshops are there, so please do join. And there is a mentoring website also in the BCSP website. You can choose a mentor and get the advice from there. A lot of smartphone apps are available. So many social media groups are there. This is the BCSP mentoring program. Go there, choose your city, choose your country, and you will get the list of the people. So these are the social media groups also available in India, in the Middle East, and even in so many are available. And you can also go to YouTube channel. There is a lot of previous webinars also available. You can get it done. And yes, the complimentary webinar assessment webinar is there, and you can also go through that, and you will get a code in a week's time through the registered email. Whichever platform, whichever email ID you have chosen to attend, you will get into that only. Remember that. A lot of people say I never got it, so you should check only the registered email ID. And now let's open for the questions. If anybody has got anything, let me stop sharing and seeing you. Please raise your hand. We have a Muruganandam. Yes, Muruganandam, go ahead.
Sir, thanks for today's session, sir. Both of you, Srikanth and Neil, sir. Sir, I want to know about the retirement because I have two certifications, sir, ASP and CSP.
Okay.
ASP I have attained in 2015, sir. Now I want to stop to renew the ASP. I want to retire. What is the steps? And also I want to know, suppose if I retired from ASP, can I put the designation on my name and behind that? Please advise, sir.
Yes.
Number
yes.
one, you can also go for retirement of ASP. You have to send one email. Once you relinquish ASP, you cannot put that certificate name after your name. And as regards to recertification, from the day you started the CSP, passed out CSP, from that day onwards, 5 years will be your recertification cycle. So that's the process.
Thank you,
Even
sir.
after
Thank you.
retirement, Muruga, you can also put ASP retired.
No, it's not required. which is
No,
which is which is
the
a lower certification. I don't think it is advisable to put ASP retired. which doesn't give any value actually. So
No, the profile and all, it was giving weightage, sir. ASP also one of the certification it was declared, that's why I was continuing. I completed 2015 ASP, but after certification declared, I delayed my CSP. Then after that, I completed also. I don't want to renew for both sides. That's why I want to retire, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go ahead in a sequential manner. Who raised the hand, Mr. David?
Right. I want to thank the organizers for this section. It's a wonderful one. And I've learned a lot on this section. I've understood what the BCSP certification criteria are. My question goes to I think Younginus Ahmed, who just shared his experience on how he was able to, to be successful on the CSP. So I see from the slide, you're saying the exam questions are 200 questions, and you need to have, that's for the CSP, you need to have a score of 110 to be able to pass. All right, and you are marked against 175 questions out of 200 questions, meaning there is a standing 25 questions. So what are these 25 questions that are not marked? What does it mean? And how do you identify those questions to know that these are dummy questions that are not?
Got it, David. Yunus, would you like to answer?
Yeah, actually, those questions you will not able to identify. Though you have to keep in mind that you have to prepare for 200 questions. Okay, you have to give your equal efforts for each question. You cannot undermine or neglect any of the questions, because you don't know, even after passing you don't know which were those 25 questions. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. David. Let's go with Muhammad Izar ul Haq. I'm just seeing my screen and going sequentially. Go ahead, Muhammad. Okay, there is no voice from Muhammad. Let's go to Arshad Ali.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
I got very good information for all of you. I am working in Saudi Arabia from 12 years. So I have done IGC3, IOSH, any safety certification. Now I want to go for ASP and CSP.
Very good.
So can you tell me what's the procedure and how to do that one?
Yeah, see, you have to go to the BCSP website, create your profile, and if you have got a NEBOSH diploma, you can get the ASP waiver. If you do not have a NEBOSH diploma, and you have to write the ASP examination, and once you have the ASP cleared, you can go to CSP, provided you have a bachelor degree.
Okay. And can you tell me again what's the website?
bcsp.org.
Okay, bcsp.org. Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you. Let's go to Mr. Hamad Azim.
Sir, thank you for giving us detailed information.
Yes.
My question is, because I have the bachelor's degree and I like to do the ASP in order to get certified for the CSP. In that case, if I do the ASP and suppose I got passed, so I need to renew the my ASP membership fee and the CSP also, if I pass the CSP as well.
Yeah, you need to pay 2 if you want to retain ASP. Yes.
Okay. So even if I want to retain the ASP, if I pass the CSP, and also I need to pay the ASP membership.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's my question.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Yes. Let's go to Shravan.
Sir, good evening, sir. Good evening, all of you. After a long time, sir, thanks for your today's session, sir. Very grateful information to all of us. So, actually, I'm planning to pursue CSP, sir. But in these days, parallelly, while we are doing our daily work life and as well as how to manage this, our CSP, learning hours, followed by our daily professional life. So that is one, sir. And another one, how many days we need to prepare for it? We need to focus on this subjects and all those modules to clear it in first attempt, sir.
Very nice question. And Yunus, that's why we brought Yunus today. He explained all your questions in slides, and we'll be sharing your the recorded video. You can go through the video again and understand queries to answers to all your queries. Anything else you want to share, Yunus, for this question?
Yeah, sir. Actually, even I'm working. I'm working in a company. So similarly, we are under the same shoes. So the
Correct.
problem is that's the commitment. That's
Yeah.
how this is designed to assess your competency or thing to stand you out from the crowd. So if you want to dedicate it, because those were days when I used to fought with my wife because she used to tell, just send me to my home. I don't need to stay here because this is the struggle. This
Yes.
is the when you achieve, that's
Yeah.
another kind of feeling when you achieve it. So it's worth if you are dedicating at least 3 4 months. Nothing worthwhile will come so easily. So that's why invest on yourself. That's what I can suggest. That's it.
Shravan, when I did in 2007, 8, it was in December time, so cold. I used to wake up at 3:30 because we had to go to office by 6:30. So you need to plan your activities. Absolutely, Yunus said you will get a lot of backfire from the family and other things also, but you need to have that passion. Thank you, Yunus, and thank you, Shravan. Let's go to Nimesh Kumar Pandya. Panda, I'm not sure.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for this session, sir. My query is
Mhm.
before 5 years after getting CSP, what is the timeline? Means we shall not miss for recertification.
No,
Yes.
recertification cycle, you will get it immediately the email from the BCSP. It's a 5-year cycle. So within 5 years, you have to complete that. You will get all communication alerts from the BCSP.
The
It's five
cycle,
years. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
cycle starts from
Okay.
July to June 30, July
Yes.
1st to
Yeah.
June 30 of the last year. So in those
Exactly.
5 years, you have to show the recertification.
Thank you, Nimesh, and let's
And
go to
yes, sir.
Anish.
Sir, sorry to disturb, but
Yeah.
one more query. Is there
Mhm.
any professional network or BCSP network that motivates or kind of motivate for CSP pass out persons for their personal and professional growth?
Nimesh, you are
That
CSP.
is what you have it. You have a ASSP, you have a JDA Bharat HSC Foundation. So many things are there. You need to attend those sessions and you will get the points.
Yes.
There are free sessions, so many. Where are you located, Nimesh?
I am from Surat, Gujarat, sir.
Yeah, you will have a plenty of nowadays internet is everywhere. You
Uh,
you you connect with me afterwards. I'll share with you so many resources. Okay.
and okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Nimesh and Anish. Next, Anish. Okay, Mr. Satyam.
Yes, this is Anish here, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you so much for your wonderful awareness you have given to all the aspirants HSE profession. I would like to share some of the things regarding I have a doubt when it comes to what we can say achieving for CSP, but my future concept is like to get into CMIOS also. Now, there is a obstacle which we have seen that in order to achieve CMIOS, you should have a international diploma level 6 or OTHM level 6. So anyone. Now, regarding about CSP, I got this information from one of my friend who works in PDO Oman, and he told me about this on this case, and he recommended me to go ahead with CSP, which will be a easier path to achieve CMIOS. That's number one. Secondly, as you have said that ASP and CSP both are required. Now, in my perspective, I have done bachelor's degree and I'm right now pursuing an MBA in fire safety and also ADIS from Maharashtra State Technical Board. So my concern is should I go step by step from ASP to CSP, or shall I go ahead directly with CSP?
Okay, Anish, I'll tell you. Number one, earlier IOSH and BCSP has got a MOU. That MOU term is over. That's why IOSH is not entertaining CSP for getting the CMIOSH. Whereas I got the CMIOSH through CSP. Now that IOSH BCSP MOU is being reviewed. Once the revision of that MOU re-signing is taken place, that CSP eligibility comes to CMIOSH. And as regards to your case, once you finish IDs, ADIS, you will also get the ASP waiver, because I told you, in the QEP list, ASP that IDs is there. So once I suggest you to finish IDs and go for the CSP directly. You can take the waiver from the ASP after completion of the IDs. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And lastly, I just want to say, after completion, so that means I can get waiver from ASP, I'll get directly to CSP. That's
Yes.
what I heard from your point of view.
Correct.
So after
Correct.
achieving CSP, what is the next step we can go to grow ourselves in HSC profession?
If you are going into hygiene side, you can go to CIH. Again, it depends on where you are working and what areas you want to focus. Okay. After CSP, you can go to the CIH, and you can also go to the QEP if you want to enter into the environmental areas. It all depends on you as an individual, what areas you are working. That depends.
Yes, my focal point is in oil and gas in Oman right as of now in petroleum development of Oman, and I've completed NEBOSH IGC with NEBOSH PSM level 4. So there is one big obstacle which I faced was only this, that I cannot balance time because of my extreme work that goes around more than 10 to 18 hours, depending upon the work and the target they give to our company. So
Yeah,
that
it
is
all
the reason
depends
why
on you,
I
Anish. It all depends on you where you want to focus. So you can reach out to me afterwards, then we can talk afterwards. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Understood, sir.
Satyam, please, next.
Good evening, sir, and thank you for this inspirational insights from three of you, Mr. Yunus and Mr. Bala, and from yourself, sir. My question is very straight. What is the weightage or the credibility that it is carrying the CSP certificate or the BCSP credentials that is holding in the Indian market?
See, now as I've shown you, there is real GDP growth is very huge in India. There are a lot of MNCs are coming up, and you will have a much weightage when you are approaching to the private sector. Okay. As regards to the major industries, they are looking for the ADS only, and also NEBOSH also they are entertaining. But CSP is something different. Slowly, it is, being asked by the Indian companies also.
Okay, sir. Okay,
no
sir.
legal requirement that CSP they should have it, but companies are recognizing, and if there's a good professional sitting in the seat, he will know what is the value of the CSP.
Excellent. Okay? Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Mr. Adnan?
Yeah, I have a question from Mr. Muhammad Yunus regarding the preparation. I have registered for the ASP exam. Unfortunately, I failed twice 2 years in 2025 and 2024. I failed twice. Actually, I'm fighting with the cancer stage 2. I'm a patient of cancer, but I was planning to do ASP, CSP. So my question from Mr. Muhammad Yunus, that the slides he's showing is enough for ASP or only for CSP?
Yeah, actually, these slides are basically for CSP, but when you see
Concept.
the CSP blueprint, ASP, CSP, these are 80% similar. There is nothing much difference. Only they have splitted some two domains as a separate, but the thing is, the concepts almost are 80%. I can say these are similar. If your aim is CSP, obviously you can not stop at ASP, right? You will go for CSP for
Yeah.
sure. So
Yes.
you can map it out when you are doing for ASP. There are some concepts you can add for that. Take the both blueprints, try to understand the difference. But for that,
Sure.
you have to first concentrate on your ASP. What are your gaps? Since you have failed, you are telling that, see, there is nothing wrong, because when we are when we are writing the exam, what we do the mistake, we will take long gap after writing the exam. Suppose we failed by 5-10 marks, which means you are edge of it. If you are attempting within a gap of 2-3 months, there are more chances that you will pass. If most of the people, what they will do, once they fail, they will leave it for 1 year. Honestly, because if
Yeah.
you are leaving for 1 year, 6 months, you will forget everything. You have to again start from the scratch. If you're
Yeah.
writing just after 2-3 months, the concepts are still fresh, and you can identify the gap and concentrate on those areas. You can see that, right? Once you get the marks, how much marks you got in each domain, easily which domain you are lagging at, focus on those domains and write within 2-3 months. I'm sure that 80% who write within 2-3 months, the chances are very much
Yes,
high who are getting pass. Okay.
exactly.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sachin.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening to Yunus, sir. This presentation was wonderful. Just I have two questions only. One is I had did my RLI post-diploma industrial safety from RLI Faridabad in the year 2015-16. Whether I will be eligible for directly to the CSP, one thing. And second thing is, sir, as I got to know that in CSP there are 200 questions, out of which 175 will be taken care for the result. So how they decide which questions they have to take care and which they will omit it for the evaluation.
Yunus Bhai? Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead.
for these 200 questions, what they are doing, they are adding some new questions every time. Understand? So they what they will do, there are some questions which they keep on trial and error basis. They will see how much percentage the candidates are able to answer those questions. There are some questions which they will evaluate and they will omit on the next cycle of like that. But the exam perspective, you will not able to identify which are the white questions, as I told you. All like 200 questions
Okay.
will come in equal, like you have to give your equal efforts. There is no other way you can find out those are which are
O-
wide and which are
Okay.
valid.
Okay.
I
Okay.
hope
Okay.
I'm
Regarding other questions, Sachin ji,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
BCSP given a eligibility for the people who are passing for the ADIS diploma. Originally, they have to one time they are given a eligibility for people who have passed in 15 years back or 10 years back. But now you can write to them since you passed out in 2015. They will evaluate and come back to you. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Syed
Thank you,
Faisal.
sir.
Yeah. Since Syed is now silent, let's go to Sai Ganesh Balu.
Hello,
Sai.
this is Faisal Hussain. Thank you for giving
Yes,
a
go ahead,
wonderful
Syed.
presentation, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, my question is regarding the ASP and CSP. So, when a person who want to take the exam regarding the ASP, so what is a big difference with respect to preparation ASP and CSP? So ASP is a tough, CSP is tough rather than the ASP, or if the person complete the ASP, so what is the recertification duration of ASP?
Go ahead, Yunus Bhai.
Yeah, this see, as I told, 80% syllabus is same for
Yes.
ASP and CSP. So if your aim is CSP, you're going by the ASP is also a good option. Why? Because when
Get
you are
prepared.
preparing for ASP, you are almost preparing for CSP. So this is the same strategy you have to follow when you're writing the exam. When you pass ASP, immediately book your exam for CSP within 2-3 months. Best is within 2 months, because the concepts are still fresh. Because there are some concepts which you need to memorize. I told you again, you have to keeping consistent efforts is yeah, like it's a challenging task. So that's why you already invested some time behind this ASP. If you are investing 1 month additional, 2 months additional, you will get both. So after that, it's your call which one you would want to maintain. Either you want can maintain the CSP, it's up to you then.
Okay. But the one more question regarding the registration. When we register in the BCSP, so there is a 1 year tenure, and from the registration we have to purchase the exam within a 1 year from the registration. So if I purchase the exam last 10 months or 11 months of the calendar year, so for the ASP and I pass the ASP exam. So the remaining 2 months registration. So after the 2 months, so we again purchase registration for CSP or not?
Yes, once the expiry is there, you need to purchase again, Syed Bhai. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go to Mr. Sai Ganesh Balu.
Yes, sir. I have recently completed a NEBOSH diploma. Is there any time limitations or any deadlines required to apply CSP exams?
No, for NEBOSH diploma, there is no such deadline. You can apply anytime you want. You will get the waiver for that.
Okay, thank you.
And Mr. Irfan, sorry. Muhammad Irfan.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Thank you so much. First of all, you have gave us such a good information. I have a question that I have done OTHM level 6 diploma. So can I able to register CSP or not?
Level 6, I need to check because you can go to the list which I shared. NEBOSH diploma, I'm sure. So you need to check Irfan Bhai. Write to ambassador@bcsp.org with your certifications. Okay, they will review and advise. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Arshad.
Yes, very good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, sir, actually, I have one question. I have one NEBOSH level 6 international diploma. So, actually, there is showing on a website only 1 year we can apply for CSP. Otherwise, you have to take exam for ASP.
ASP
so,
also.
my duration is already over. So, what I should do now?
Send a request to them why you could not apply within 1 year. Maybe they will consider.
Sir, actually, I forget. Really, I don't know before
Yeah,
when
you
I
tell
did
the
the
same
diploma.
reason. I was not aware of the process. Okay. I was not aware of the process, and recently I came to know through these webinars, and I want to apply. Kindly give a exemption like that. You write it, they will consider. Hopefully,
So, sir, which mail ID I have to send?
put same. I will show after the questions. I will show ambassador.org. I will show again now. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thanks,
So,
sir. Sir, one question is more. In your conversation, you said the 150 math question is very important. So, where we can find these questions?
This is a paid program, Arshad. You have to purchase that. You go to the BCSP website. They will send you which I am sharing the email ID. Correct? You can send that also. They will give you the information.
Okay, sir. So only the math questions we can purchase, or we have to purchase the full.
No. You can purchase math questions also.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Hassan Ul Haq. Okay, let's go to Mr. Muhammad. Mr. Audio Hamad Babekunde. Sadio.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Yes.
Yeah. My question is, are we going to write the NEBOSH certificate before applying for the CSP?
Are you going to apply?
Like, am I going to do the NEBOSH certificate before I do the CSP?
Yeah, you see, DevOps is a very fundamental course, IDO. So if you do not have a much experience in the safety field, I recommend you to go to the NEBOS certificate. After that, you have to do the ASP. If you go for the NEBOS diploma, which is also a tough process, so go to the NEBOS certificate, complete that. You will have some understanding. Then you go to ASP, then CSP.
Okay, now I understand. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Munib. Okay, Mr.
Hello,
Roshan. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would want to thank you for this wonderful session. I just wanted to know that free assessment that you're going to offer after this session. Are we going to get that on mail? And also, is that for CSP or ASP? Because I've already completed ASP. So I wanted to know if that would be relevant for CSP as well.
As I already explained, after this webinar, within a week or 10 days, you will get the self-assessment certificate, which is for all the certifications, all 8 certifications. Which one you want to do? Next is Mr. Roshan.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
Right. Quickly, I wanted to thank you for the service that you're doing in this industry. So that's it from my end. Thank you, sir. Good day.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Mr. Him Shivokoti. Yes, Him
Hello, sir.
Shivokoti.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I have only one question, sir. I have a NEBOS diploma holder, and then I got the credential of TSP, but due to I didn't renew it, and it's been expired, and they're asking so many questions there to pay something more like this. What should I do for the CSP now?
No, once you have a NEBOS diploma, you will get the waiver of ASP. Then you have to just purchase the CSP examination and write it. That's all.
No, actually, it was there. It was there. I mean, I have account also. I mean, I got the credential of TSP, but I didn't renew it, so it doesn't expire now. So I want to go further for this one CSP exam. So still, what should I do now? First step.
No, you have to, since you already expired TSP, you have to go for the ASP. Okay.
Okay.
You have to go for the ASP. But
and then only the CSP?
Yes, then CSP. But I suggest after the webinar, you write an email to ambassador@bcsp.org with your case. They will review and come back to you. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Khalid Abdu.
Yeah, salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Thank you, and thank you for your this good webinar and all the participation. I have one question. I applied for the ASP. I'm asking about the time to be approved. This my application. How much will take? Because I applied like for 10 days now.
Yeah. Normally they take 3 to 4 weeks. Okay. If you don't get a 3 to 4 weeks, then you can send a reminder to them. I think
and
we have
how we can send how I can send a reminder to them.
I'm going to share the email ID after my webinar. You will find it there. Yeah, so you can do that. Okay. And Asif Ali Masuldar.
So, I'm audible?
Yes, go ahead.
Actually, I have done advanced diploma in industrial safety from Maharashtra State Board of Technical Education. But as of now, I have just only received my results. I did not receive the original copy of the diploma certificate and the original hard copy of the results also. The result which I have received is online result. So basically, for the TSP qualification to gain, I have to wait for the original copy, or for this online results which I have received, I can apply through that.
You can apply through this, and you can mention a note that this is a provisional or online this thing, and we'll submit the other original certificate as soon as I get it. Okay. So I'm sure they will agree for that. Yeah. You can go ahead and apply. Yes.
So I have to now I have to pay the registration fees and apply for the TSP.
Yes, exactly.
Later, once the TSP is approved, then I can apply for CSP.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Good. That's the
Okay, sir.
process.
Thank you.
Yep. And thank you. Let me just quickly go through the any major questions in the chat box. Then we will close this call. Okay. Okay. I think all are the names only. All the questions are. Some people have, while registering, they asked some questions. I'm sure those questions also answered for them. And yeah, in the chat box also, I don't see any more questions. And thank you very much, everybody. And if you can open your cameras, let's take a screenshot of the people who are attending today. That will be great. I'll count down. Try to open your cameras. Wow, nice people. 5, 4,
Hello, sir. Good evening.
3, 2, 1. Yes, good evening. Tell me, boss.
Sir, can you listen to me, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, on June 18th, June 18th, I registered myself for ASP and I uploaded my certificates. Basically, I'm from India. I uploaded my certificate of basic chemistry along with all 3 years mark sheet.
Okay.
Then I got email from that my documents, my profile has been shortlisted for the random audit.
Okay.
Then when I went through my profile, I saw that in experience I need to put, upload all the experience certificates. So I uploaded on the same day.
Okay.
So it has gone 20 days. Still, I have not got information email from them, and my profile shows audit review.
Yeah, that means I told you, 3 to 4 weeks they take, Muhammad. So let's wait for 2 more weeks, then we can talk. If you don't get that, you can get an email, which I am showing on the screen, ambassador@bcsp.org, referring to this particular webinar. This is not a public email. So whoever is sending email to this particular email, you need to refer that you attended this webinar and following up on that. Then it will be answered properly. Okay, just take a screenshot of this particular email ID and you can write to them.
So hopefully I will be getting this confirmation.
Ambassador.
Within next 2 days.
Which one is that?
About the confirmation email from sir BCPSP, I will be getting within, hopefully.
For this webinar?
No. I just about that audit review, which I got email from
Audit
them.
review, I told you, 3 to 4 weeks. You have to wait for 2 more weeks. If you don't get a response, then send an email to this one.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for.
Excuse me, sir. I have one question at the last.
Yeah.
At the end of the session, sir, I have one question, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, sir, for you and your team arranging this wonderful session. I have, sir, done bachelor degree in chemical engineering and recently done ASP. And now I am preparing for CSP. So I have 2 questions that after completing my CSP, what should we do to excel in our career, professional career growth, to adopt a better job in oil and gas? Which certification we should do next?
Again, it depends on the area where you are working, Mr. Mohammed. And if you want to enter into the hygiene field, you can go for the CIH. If you want to go into the environment side, you can go to the QEP. That depends on you, Mohammed. You can write to me afterwards. We will talk.
Process safety, sir.
Process safety is a very good, of course. That's a very good area, which Bala has already told you. So you can always do that. Yeah, process safety is a good thing. Yep.
Sir, is there any certification in process safety or MS we should pursue for MS?
No. There's a process safety certification is there called the BGC, Board of Global EHS Credentialing. Just go to bgc.org. You will get the Certified Process Safety Auditor Certification Program. That also you can do it.
Okay, sir. One last question is that above all other things, we are doing all of this effort in this program to grow better in our life, for better earning. So I want that when we achieve this certification and move to Gulf countries, what are the salary jump and what are the jump in our career in terms of salary?
Again, Muhammad, I cannot give just like a figure, but there is a survey conducted in US. 30 to 40% of the salaries will be extra for the people who are having certifications. Okay, so as regards to the Gulf, it depends on the company where you are applying, how you are negotiating, how the company is receiving those certification, how the valuation and weightage is being given. But I'm sure there is a value for it. Otherwise, you have seen the growth of the CSP certifications in India, Middle East, and the Africa region. There's a huge growth. Why the people are doing it? Because there is acceptance, there is a demand. So it is a proven. But I cannot say, or nobody can say that you will get 20%, 30% extra. It all depends on the area where you are focusing. Okay.
Yeah, one question from my
Thank you,
side.
sir.
Yes.
I
go ahead.
received the TSP on February 2026, 13 February. So up to when I can appear for CSP exam? Means how much time frame I have?
Within 1 year you have to attend. Within 1 year.
Within 1 year. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I have only just verifications. Sir, Muhammad Arshad, again, I just have to ask you about the ASP exemption. So I have an Bosch level 6 international diploma. So as my duration is already over, so I have to send the mail to ambassadors. So with attachment of my certifications and degree, or just I sent the only mail.
No. With the documents you have to send. With the
Okay, sir.
documents.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate.
Sir, one last question, sir. I'll ask one last question. You just informed regarding this process safety certification. Can you mention the organization once more?
It is bgc.org, Board of Global EHS Credentialing.
Board of Global.
Board of Global EHS Credentialing. Just put in the Google.
EHS Credentialing. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Please, one question. My name is Muhammad Isharul Haq, and thank you so much. This is one of the wonderful information from your side, and we catch a lot of points. But I have only two questions within one single sentences. The first one is the eligibility, whatever we understand. But there is a basic question regarding the bachelor, who have bachelor degree and 16-year education, and who have bachelor degree with 14-year education. So both they are eligible, or if they are not eligible, that what US equivalency bachelor degree is recommend for the eligibility criteria. And the second thing, if we enroll ourselves for an institute to for the preparation for the CSP, and the institute will provide a study material to us, and we study that material, so the exam will be conducted with the same study material, or there is a something difference?
Very good question, Muhammad. Number one, if you have a bachelor degree, BCSP will do the evaluation of that degree. Okay. If they find that bachelor degree is equivalent, you will get the approval easily. If you don't find they don't give the clearance for the bachelor degree, in the BCSP website, there is a list called the QAP list, where the approved bachelor degrees are there within US. There is a correspondence courses also there. Okay, those things you can go to it and get it. But if once you have a bachelor degree, there's no issue. You will get it. As regards to the study preparation, exams, yes, most of the, maybe not the same exams, but the same questions, but the similar concept will come in the exam. Certainly, that is the whole purpose of the studying and preparing yourself, So you cannot say same repeated questions, but in the same concept, you will get in the exam also. Okay. With that, I would like to close the call, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Appreciate
Have
sir.
a wish.
Time.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate.
Thank
you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye. Bye.